So New Mexico State University facing the Golden Lions of Arkansas Pine Bluff for the 7th time. The Aggies are 6-0 in this series. And to jump at center for the Golden Lions, Terrence Banyard. Banyard, a 6'8 junior from Milwaukee. He will jump with Ivan Aurekoitsea. Our officials, Eric Anderson, Deldry Carter, and Lewis Garrison. The tip goes back to Shun Buchanan. And our game is underway. Buchanan brings the ball in the front court. Right of the lane now to McCants. To Yvonne in the right corner. Yvonne feeds back outside for Rice. Out on top for Queen. Left of the lane to Johnny. Right side Buchanan. Golden Lions in a 2-3 zone. Baseline right now for Yvonne. Back to Rice. Rice, the three from the right side. Rattles out. Yvonne the rebound. Taken away by the Golden Lions. Lost out of bounds to it's Arkansas Pine Bluffs basketball as we're 28 seconds into this game.
And that zone is very active too. They were really getting out there, putting pressure on the wings.
In the front court for the Golden Lions comes Jordan McNair. Right of the lane. The ball goes to Morris. Morris baseline right for Banyard. Back out to Morris now. Morris comes in the paint to Banyard on the right side. Uses his dribble. Feeds back out on top for Carter. Markel Carter with the ball right of the lane. Puts up a three-point shot. It's off the back iron. Not good. McCants the rebound. Now to Shun Buchanan. Buchanan in front court for Rice. Baseline left Yvonne. Yvonne muscles his way between two players. Hook shot good. And the seal is broken. Yvonne's relying on that hook shot more and more as the season goes on.
And it looks good too. I'm always impressed at the way he finds angles in between players and things when he's got the ball down there.
Over and back call on the Golden Lions. Ball went to the far side to Markel Carter, and he could not handle it. It goes out of bounds to the Aggies. And so NMSU will go back to work, leading 2-0 on the Sesparo scoreboard, where nobody beats a Sesparo deal. Back outside to Buchanan, and the Aggies go to work once again offensively against the 2-3 zone. Left of the lane to Queen, out on top now for Rice. Rice to Shun Buchanan. Buchanan holds the ball in the right angle, out on top for Queen. Queen back right side, Shun. Fakes the three, takes a dribble top of the circle in the left corner for Queen. Back to Rice. Rice goes to his right, shot clock at 9. In the middle for Yvonne again, goes to his right, and his hook shot goes before the shot, a foul. And this one goes against Arkansas Pine Bluffs' Terrence Banyard. It's his first. So Yvonne fouled before he got into his shooting motion. And so ball will come in bounds from Buchanan into McCants. Baseline right, goes underneath the hoop, is fouled underneath, and he'll get 2 free throws. Foul called inside again on Banyard. So Banyard's got 2 fouls, and Johnny will get 2 free throws.
Coach Jans has really good out of bounds under sets. I've already stolen one before, and I use them with my with my AAU team. Looks like I'm gonna have to bring my pen and paper and steal a couple more.
Johnny's first throw is not good. Johnny needs to improve at free throw shooting.
He definitely does, and that's just going to take time in the gym. I know the coaches have probably changed his form and all types of stuff a few times. He's going to have to get a lot of reps in.
He makes his second one, 3-0, and Johnny's making 28% of his free throws. So that's why I say that he probably needs to improve. 3-point shot, top of the circle, not good from Bell. Recovered by McNair for Arkansas Pine Bluff. Aggies up 3-0 here in this opening half. Works outside against Rice. Now feeds top of the circle to Bell. Baseline left. The ball goes inside, and the hook shot not good. In close from Markedrick Bell. Recovered by Queen. Now to Buchanan. Left of the lane for Queen. Reverse it right side beyond the 3-point arc to Johnny. Now to Queen in the middle. Bad pass. Intended for Rice, stolen by the Lions, and back comes DeQuan Morris for the Arkansas Pine Bluff Golden Lions in the left corner. A 3-point shot is good from Carter, and so the game is tied at 3. Buchanan in front court against the 2-3 zone. Right of the lane now for Trevelyan Queen. Head of the circle, McCants, left side Buchanan. Bounce pass baseline left for Yvonne. Comes between two players. Again, the layup in close. Good. Yvonne has really started to play well. The last 2 games leading into this one, he's looked a lot better.
You know, he had that ankle injury early on in the year, which probably, kind of slowed him down. But now that he's, a few weeks have passed, starting to get healthy.
McNair on the right side for the Lions, inside to Banyard. Banyard playing with 2 fouls. In the left corner, they go to Bell. Markedrick Bell's 3-point shot is not good. Yvonne the rebound. And back come the Aggies. Queen in front court. Right of the lane now goes to his left. Trevelyan Queen, a senior this year from Glen Burnie, Maryland. To Buchanan left of the lane. Buchanan goes to his right. Now to Rice between the circles. 12 on the shot clock as the ball goes in the left corner for McCants. Baseline left for Yvonne. Yvonne skip pass right of the lane. It goes to Queen. Queen's 3 is in the air. Not good. Tipped up and in by Rice, and he's fouled. Jabari had the good position and then is fouled from behind by McNair. And now William McNair and Terrell Brown come on. The foul was called on Arkansas Pine Bluff's Jordan McNair. And Jabari Rice will get 1 free throw.
And Jabari has great instincts on the offensive rebounds. I don't know how many offensive rebounds he averages on the season, but I would imagine that a majority of those are, 1 or 2 of those are probably on the offensive glass.
Free throw is good for Jabari Rice. So far this year, 22 of his 56 rebounds are offensive rebounds, Hall.
Oh, yeah, see, that's almost half.
Yeah. Aggies up 8-3. They're on a 5-point run. Right of the lane, McNair has the ball, dribbles past Buchanan. Feeds to Morris. The free throw line jumper is not good. Cleared by Buchanan. Aggies come back. Buchanan. Left of the lane for McCants. Right of the lane, they reverse it to Rice. Rice in the right corner out to Terrell Brown. Left of the lane for Buchanan. Aggies trying to pass quickly to get the zone out of kilter. Head of the circle, Rice. Back right side, Brown. In the right corner for McNair. McNair against the double team now. McNair tries to dribble out of it. Then ricochets the ball off a player. It goes out of bounds off Arkansas Pine Bluff. But McNair got trapped in the corner, and that's really where you don't want your 6'11" center to be. And that's why that developed in that way. Jabari Rice charges on the court. He's going to inbound the ball to Sean Buchanan. Shot clock at 5. Buchanan right of the lane to Rice. Baseline right, Johnny. Turnaround jumper is not good. Aggies did not get a good look with only 6 on the shot clock, and now back comes Arkansas Pine Bluff. Aggies up 8-3. McNair with the ball left of the lane. Now to Morris. Morris guarded by Terrell Brown. Baseline right. The ball goes inside to McDyess. Right of the lane now to Carter. Carter's 3 is not good. Rebound cleared by McNair. Now to Buchanan. William McNair the rebound to Jabari Rice in front court. Back to Buchanan. Right of the lane to McCants. McCants holding the ball up high on the right side, in the right corner for Buchanan. A bounce pass to Rice between the circles. Right of the lane, Buchanan. Now to Terrell Brown in the right corner. To Buchanan. Left of the lane now for Johnny. Shot clock at 10. McCants right of the lane. Pass to Brown. Shot is short. Rebound cleared by the Lions' Bell. Markedrick Bell to McNair, and the Lions are in the front court. McNair drives top of the circle. Feeds in the lane for Daquan Morris. Jumper not good. Rebound tie up William McNair for the Aggies, and Morris for Arkansas Pine Bluff. Tie up. And the ball will belong to the Lions on the rotating possession. C.J. Bobbitt comes on. Also Sean Williams. Johnny McCants and Sean Buchanan take a seat. And so, well, we don't. It could be either, when the Aggies have the ball, either Rice or Terrell Brown at point guard when they get the ball.
And Rice has done a lot of the, I guess, quote unquote point guard duties when Sean is out the game.
Inbounds pass quickly to McDyess. Turnaround jumper not good. Cleared by the Aggies. In front court, Rice. Right of the lane to Brown. Right corner for Bobbitt. Bobbitt brings it back out on top for Terrell Brown. Left of the lane, Sean Williams. Williams dribbles to his right. Now to C.J. Bobbitt. Back to Williams. Left corner for Terrell Brown. Out on top, Williams versus right side. Bobbitt fakes the 3. Feeds inside for McNair. McNair travels as he got a nice pass, but just got a little excited. Took little steps. The ball belongs to the Lions once again. What's a good way to beat the zone like this? The quick passes like the Aggies are doing?
You got to move the ball, but you got to drive. You got to drive into the gaps so you can try to draw two people to you and then swing the ball. You can't just pass it around the perimeter.
Daquan Morris drives in the lane, puts the shoulder into Terrell Brown, and in doing so picks up a charging foul. So Morris picks up the foul. Here comes Evan Gilyard off the bench. And Gilyard enters for the first time as an Aggie. And so NMSU will have Brown, Gilyard, Sean Williams, McNair, and Bobbitt on the court. The Aggie fans give Evan Gilyard a nice hand for his first appearance. He's got the ball behind the right side now to Sean Williams. Aggies with 3 guards out there now. And not a natural 3, if you will. Gilyard penetrates. Left the lane for Terrell Brown. Out on top for Gilyard. Right side for Sean Williams. Williams, a ball fake. Head of the circle to Gilyard. Gilyard at 3 straight on. Not good. Rebound cleared by McNair. McNair again in a crowd. Has the ball deflected out of bounds. And it's the Aggies' ball. Yvonne comes back on for McNair. You know, William McNair, such a tremendous raw talent. You just see he's learning more. He's getting better. He's picking up more things, just game to game.
Yeah, and he's going to be, you know, one of the guys that, you know, 2-3 years from now, we're going to be like, oh, yeah, we don't even recognize this, you know, Will McNair anymore.
Right of the lane, Gilyard. Free throw line to Bobbitt. Now back to Brown. Terrell's 3 is not good. Long rebound comes out to the Lions. Speared by Bell. In front court, the pass goes to Wilson. Jamil Wilson backs up against Sean Williams. Wilson left of the lane to Jackson. Xavier Jackson returns the ball to Wilson right of the lane. Wilson wants to drive on Terrell. 17-footer not good. Rebound recovered by Gilyard. Tipped by Yvonne. Recovered by Gilyard. Gilyard in a hurry. Drives coast to coast. Fall away jumper not good. Rebound on the floor cleared by Carter. Carter back for the Golden Lions to Jackson. Jackson lobs inside. Turnaround hook shot is good from Bell. Markedrick Bell cuts the Aggie point, stops the Aggie point run at 5. It's now 8-5 New Mexico State. 12:29 to go in this first half. Kind of a slow-moving first half, slow-starting first half. Aggies against a 2-3 zone. Right of the lane, Williams out on top, Terrell Brown. Baseline left to Yvonne. Yvonne puts on the floor. Turnaround hook shot is good. 10-5, Aggies lead.
That hook is looking real pretty, Jack.
On the move, McNair, or rather not McNair, but Wilson for the Lions to Carter. Markel Carter, a junior from Greenville, Mississippi. Right of the lane, wants to drive on Terrell. Left of the lane, he gets the ball to Xavier Jackson. Jackson comes between 2 players and is fouled as he makes his way to the hoop. Foul before he went away was on Evan Gilyard, his first of the half on the Aggies. 3-point shot from the left side, not good. Cleared by Yvonne, and Yvonne is fouled. This evening, chill with a Rocky Top of ice-cold Coors Light. Foul is called on Streetick. And so Alvin Streetick, a freshman from Bay City, Texas, picks up the foul. Sean Williams in front court against the 2-3-Z game. Left of the lane, it's Gilyard. Now to Queen, back out on top for Gilyard. Gilyard right of the lane to Bobbitt, free throw line extended. Bobbitt head of the circle, Williams left of the lane, Gilyard. Gilyard penetrates, stops, feeds back outside to Williams. Williams 3 in the air, good.
And that's exactly what you have to do versus zone, Jack. E.g., he drove into the gap, and those inside-outside threes, those are a lot easier to make than the ones you just swing around and shoot.
Carter in front court to Jackson, now to Jamil Wilson. Wilson between the circles. Aggies in a man-to-man. Wilson drives right lane, keeps driving, brings it underneath, and keeps going. Feeds free throw line for Bell. Bell guarded by Bobbitt. Comes down the lane, shoots over Bobbitt, and scores. Markedrick Bell has the best scoring average and appears to be a very skilled offensive player for the Lions. Aggies up 13-7. Right of the lane, Sean Williams dribbles to his left. Now to Gilyard. Gilyard beyond the three-point arc, a ball fake. Puts on the floor, now to Trevel and Queen. Queen penetrates, kicks it off to Bobbitt. Bobbitt to the hoop shot is blocked. Yvonne the rebound. Blocked again. Rebound cleared down low by the Lions. And back comes Carter for Arkansas Pine Bluff. Pine Bluff, Arkansas, not far from Little Rock, if you're familiar with the Diamond State. Jamil Wilson drives right lane. Ball is stolen by Gilyard, but Gilliard's going to be called for the foul. Or, no, wait, not Gilyard, but the Lion was called for the foul. Xavier Jackson. So Jackson gets his first foul, and he still has a confused look on his face. Nonetheless, it's in the book. Johnny McCants checks back on for the Aggies. And McCants replaces Bobbitt. And Evan Gilyard into front court. Native of Chicago. Went to UTEP last year, then transferred. Baseline left, it goes to McCants, comes in the paint. Drives, layup is not good. Yvonne the rebound, knocked away, still loose on the floor. Johnny diving for it, can't control it, goes out of bounds. And will belong to Arkansas Pine Bluff. Coach Jans wanting Johnny to go up a little stronger, I think, that time.
Yeah, got to finish on you down there under the basket.
Jamil Wilson back for the Lions, picked up by Sean Williams. Left of the lane now for McNair. McNair with Gilyard playing off him, dribbles to his left, now to Carter. Carter stays out by the midcourt line. Johnny shadows him as he goes to the left. Carter looks to drive, feeds in the left corner, three-point shot, not good. Rebound cleared by Johnny. Lions getting only one chance when they've come down. Gilyard in front court. Left of the lane, nearly loses the ball, then recovers from McCants, right of the lane for Queen. Back on the top to Johnny, left of the lane, Gilyard. 9:30 to go first half, Aggies up 13-7. Gilyard, baseline left for Yvonne. Yvonne against the double team and draws a foul. This one against Carter for the Lions. Lions have collapsed inside on Yvonne, and even though he's been able to, even with that, he's been able to score 6 points.
Right, he's found a way to split that double team and find little angles to the rim.
Aggies now have, well, they want to bring on some players, but first, Yvonne will have free throws. So Rice wants to come on for Gilyard. And Queen takes a seat. It's a two-shot opportunity for Yvonne. But they allowed the Aggies to substitute even before the first attempt. Sunday afternoon will be in Jackson, Mississippi for the Aggies in Mississippi State. We'll be on the air at 12:30. Tip-off at 1 from the Jackson Civic Coliseum. And Yvonne makes his first free throw. It is a 1-and-1, I beg your pardon. The scoreboard showed 6 fouls, but there are 7 on the Lions. And Yvonne earns the bonus. Yvonne's free throw shooting has dropped off this year. He was at 70% last year, 53% coming into this game. And he'll have one more attempt here, and it is not good. Rebound cleared by Bell, 14-7 Aggies. Jamil Wilson comes back for the Golden Lions. Takes the ball right of the lane, hands it off to Carter. Carter, a lazy pass stolen by Buchanan. Shun left of the lane for Brown. Brown penetrates, that feeds back outside to Buchanan. Left of the lane for Brown. 3 from Bryce in the left corner, not good. Put up by Yvonne, not good, but another foul inside. Well, the Lions are having a lot of problems with Yvonne as he has drawn, I want to say, 3 or 4 fouls here in the opening 10 minutes of this game.
Yeah, he's finding the angles down there on the baseline, you know, and then making quick moves. And now, you know, he's got him in foul trouble now.
Foul called on Carter. It's his first, and Yvonne's first is good. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Yvonne Aurrecoetzea averaging 13 points and 6 rebounds over the last 2 games. And so far tonight, he's got 8 and one more attempt at the free throw line, which is good. So the senior from Madrid, Spain, pacing the Aggies in scoring with 9 of their 16. Checking back on Daquan Morris for the Lions.
And it's good to see Yvonne, you know, playing like this. You know, this is, you know, more of the Yvonne that we expected, you know, coming into his, you know, his senior year. But he's getting healthy. He's looking good.
Morris against the trap at midcourt. Across the timeline, the ball goes to Boyd. Now back outside to Jordan McNair. Jordan McNair moves against Terrell Brown, goes to his left. Left the lane now to Daquan Morris. Morris free throw line extended left side. Shot clock at 8. Morris brings it up high on the left side. Now drives, puts up a 10-footer, partially blocked by Johnny, but Johnny picks up a foul on McCants. That will be number 1. And on the Aggies, their second team foul. This will put Daquan Morris at the free throw line. He is from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. leading rebounder on the team, even though he's just 6'4". And he makes his first free throw. Morris this year has made 58% of his throws. As the Lions, not a very good free throw shooting team, 62% as a team. This throw is good though for Morris. He knocks them both down. And the Aggies are up 16-9. Buchanan, Terrell Brown, Johnny McCants, Jabari Rice, and Ivan Aurikoitsea on the court now. Brown in front court, between the circles to Rice. 2-3 zone from the Lions. Rice goes to his right, lobs to Johnny at the free throw line, back to Rice, left side for Brown. Brown open for a three, not good. Tipped at by Rice, tipped at by Ivan, out of bounds. And it's the Aggies' ball.
That was a great extra pass by Jabari. Terrell just, he can't seem to find the basket this year.
It's puzzling because he's getting the looks that he hit last year. Buchanan bounce pass baseline to McCants, off to Ivan. Ivan had trouble handling it. It goes out of bounds, and it belongs now to Arkansas Pine Bluff. C.J. Bobbitt and Trevelyan Queen come back on. They replace Johnny McCants and Ivan. And then Terrell Brown takes a seat as well. He's replaced, let's see. No, Ivan does not come out. Terrell Brown comes out. So Ivan stays out there. 16-9, Aggies lead. McNair in front court for the Lions. Out on top, the ball goes to Bell. Bell left of the lane for Daquan Morris. Morris against Jabari Rice. Baseline left for Bell. Wants to back in on Bobbitt. Bobbitt won't let him. Now he's got a double team staring him down. Feeds back out on top for McNair. Shot clock at 5. Morris, the three-point shot, good. Daquan Morris, coming off a double-figure performance against Oregon State, now has 5, Aggies 16, Arkansas Pine Bluff 11. Right of the lane, Buchanan. Baseline right, Ivan. To touch pass to Bobbitt, tipped out of bounds. And Lions have the ball after the Aggies lost it out of bounds on that last possession. Aggies showing some pressure. Ball goes inbounds to McNair. McNair working with Shun Buchanan. And a collision and a blocking foul called on Buchanan. The press, what's the strategy here, Hawk?
I mean, I think they just want to try to, speed the game up. The game has been really slow. They want to try to maybe, cause a turnover so they can get an easy basket. I think that's really the thought process of the press.
McNair drives right side against Buchanan. Aggies have not been able to get out and run against this zone. Baseline right, the feed goes to Bell. Now back outside McNair. Left of the lane, the ball goes to Posey. Posey drives, feeds back to McNair right side. McNair's three is not good. Rebound cleared by C.J. Bobbitt. Bobbitt ahead for Trevelyan Queen. Queen in the left corner for Rice. Back to Queen. Reverse it. And, well, to take it to the middle to Bobbitt, I should say. No reversal yet. Now to the right side to Buchanan. 6:46 to go in this opening half. Aggies up 16-11. Queen has the ball right of the lane. Now left side for Bobbitt. Bobbitt bounce pass baseline left for Ivan. Again in a crowd. 3 teams. Triple team that time. Loses the ball. Recovered by Bobbitt. Shot clock at 3. The Aggies lose the ball out of bounds as the Lions have been successful in clogging up the middle when the ball's gone inside to Ivan.
Yeah, now they're, instead of bringing 2 guys, they're bringing 3 guys down there.
2 on the shot clock. And Buchanan will put it in bounds from deep in the left corner. Shun into Queen. Fires up a 3. Not good. And the rebound cleared by the Lions. Back comes Daquan Morris. Morris stays left of the lane. Bounce pass goes to Bell. And now traveling violation on Marquedrick Bell. And Evan Gilyard comes back on for New Mexico State. Gilyard returns. Sean Williams returns. And, I'm going to say the obvious here. Aggies hit some outside shots. The inside gets a little less congested for Ivan.
Yeah, and then it forces, Arkansas Pine Bluff to come out of that zone. But as long as, New Mexico State continues to shoot and miss, also 1 for 9 now, they're going to stay in this zone all night.
Gilyard back on the court now for the Aggies. The left elbow to Ivan. Right of the lane for Gilyard. 6:10 to go first half. Aggies up 16-11. Gilyard left of the lane for Sean Williams. Williams bounce pass to Ivan. Back left of the lane for Williams. Out on top, Gilyard. Gilyard penetrates. Loses his balance, bounces it to Yvonne. Layup is good. Great body control by Yvonne. He's got 10 points.
Right, in a great drive by EG there. So he's really the only guy that's been really looking to try to penetrate the zone.
Yvonne actually now with 11 points. McNair drives right lane for Arkansas Pine Bluff. Cross-court pass tipped by Queen. Stolen by Queen. Breakaway. He jams. Trevelyan Queen's first points of the night. 5:30 to go in this opening half. Aggies up 20-11. Bobbitt, Gilyard, Williams, Queen, and Yvonne on the court. Aggies showing pressure. Inbounds pass goes to Morris. Morris hands the ball back now to Wilson, and Jamil Wilson in front court. Williams chasing him. Jamil Wilson between the circles. Keeps his dribble alive. Gets a screen from McDyess, comes down the lane. Ball is knocked away, but a foul is going to be called on the Aggies. Trevelyan Queen. On Queen, that's number 3. Correction, number 1 on Queen, 4th on the Aggies. Now, William McNair comes on. 4 fouls on the Aggies, 1 on Queen. McNair replaces Ivan Alrekoidse, who has 11 of the Aggies' 20 points. Inbounds pass out by the midcourt line to Wilson. Williams stays in front of him. Aggies in man-to-man throughout this first half. Right of the lane to Morris. To McDyess. McDyess back to Morris. Drives to the free throw line. Bounce pass right of the lane to Carter. Carter puts the ball on the floor, drives on Bobbitt, and as he drives, he is bumped and fouled. Our Johnson's Ace Hardware Trivia Quiz question. Who was the leading scorer for the Aggies when they last played Arkansas Pine Bluff? Foul called on C.J. Bobbitt. We talked about this in the pregame show, so this is where you're rewarded for listening to the Blue Cross Blue Shield pregame show. Who was the Aggies' leading scorer? He had a double-double when the Aggies beat Arkansas Pine Bluff the last time they played. Daquan Morris to triggered inbounds to McDyess. Out on top now to Wilson. Wilson dribbles away from Sean Williams. 20-11, the Aggies have the lead. Wilson dribbling in one spot, shot clock at 12. Right of lane, the ball goes to Morris. Morris guarded by Trevelyan Queen, returns the ball back outside to Wilson. Shot clock at 5. Wilson drives. A running layup is good. So Jamil Wilson gets a shot to fall. 20-13, Aggies lead. Gilyard in front court for New Mexico State. Right of the lane now to Sean Williams. Lions stay in that 2-3 zone. Left of the lane to Gilyard. Left corner for Bobbitt. Bobbitt back outside to Gilyard. Dribbles to his right. Now left of the lane for Sean Williams. Shot clock at 11. Gilyard holds the ball right of the lane. Returns the ball to Bobbitt in the middle. Free throw line to McNair. Now to Queen. Queen puts on the floor. Inside for Bobbitt. Reverse layup is good. What a pass from Trevelyan that time.
Very nice pass, and he decided to drive the ball like EG has, and I think anytime they can drive this zone, it's gonna help them be a little bit more successful.
22-13, Aggies lead. Morris left of the lane, free throw line extended. Back outside to Jamil Wilson. Now at the left elbow to Carter. Markel Carter, a free throw line jumper that's short. Cleared by Queen. Queen outlet pass to Evan Gilyard. Gilyard on the fly in front court. Takes it to the glass. Shot is blocked. He's knocked to the deck. And Gilyard will get 2 free throws. Fouled in the act of shooting by Markel Carter. On Carter, that is 2.
Terrell, who was, a knockdown shooter last season, is shooting, very bad this year.
19% from beyond the three-point
line.
line.
Yeah, so, it's just one of those years right now.
Gilyard with 2 shots. His first is not good at the free throw line. And he's playing his first game, was declared eligible this week after transferring from UTEP. And Gilyard's next throw is not good as well. So the Aggies stay up 22-13. And Jamil Morris brings the ball back for Arkansas Pine Bluff. Stay tuned at halftime. Bernie Olivas, director of the Sun Bowl, will join us. Wilson stays outside against Sean Williams. At the right elbow, the ball goes to Carter. Carter shovels the ball back to Wilson, brings it inside, goes up against Johnny. Shot not good. Queen the rebound. Queen ahead for Evan Gilyard. Aggies come back up 22-13. Gilyard left of the lane, goes to his right. Now to Queen. Back outside to Gilyard. Left of the lane for Sean Williams. 2-3 zone throughout this first half from Arkansas Pine Bluff. Right of the lane to Gilyard. Back left side Williams. Aggies just trying to go side to side. Williams in the middle. Takes the ball to his left. Shot clock at 6. Now to McCants. Baseline left Queen. Left corner for Williams. He drives. On the left side, a jumper from Gilyard at the buzzer is good. Oh, man. Gilyard's first basket for the Aggies comes as there's nothing left on the shot clock. 20, go ahead.
And they needed that one. Hopefully that's the one that, kind of opens up the floodgates here.
25-13, Aggies lead. At the right elbow, the ball goes to Carter. Carter working against Johnny McCants. Feeds back out on top for Wilson. Wilson drives on Williams, comes in the paint, feeds down low. Shot blocked by McCants, recovered by McNair. To Gilyard, feed up court for Queen. Queen right of the lane. Now in the middle to Gilyard. Gilyard back right side Williams to Queen, free throw line extended right side. 2 minutes to go first half. On the left side is Gilyard, back in the middle for Williams. Sean Williams, right side McCants, free throw line extended. Back left side for Gilyard. Again to Johnny right of the lane. Johnny fakes the three, puts on the floor now to Gilyard. Left of the lane, Williams to McNair inside, back outside Gilyard. Right side Queen, drives, spins inside. Here's Johnny McCants, a two-handed jam. 27-13 Aggies.
And another drive, which leads to now a monster dunk there by Johnny.
Daquan Morris in front court for the Lions with 1:29 to go in this first half. Aggies 27, Pine Bluff 13. Morris right of the lane for Carter. Carter drives on McCants, now backs up, puts up a three. It's short, rebound tipped by McNair, recovered by McNair. And a head down for Evan Gilyard. Fast break pass from McNair, touch pass back to Williams. Williams a three from the right side, not good. And Queen trying to get the rebound, cannot control it. And now wholesale substitution from Chris Jans as Bobbitt, Yvonne, Rice, Brown enter. And a whole new group of five out there for the Aggies with 1:06 left in this first half. And the Aggies have the ball with a new 30-second or no, let's see, no, it's Arkansas Pine Bluff's ball. Jabari's ready to inbound the ball, but it's the Lions' ball. Details. Posey back for Arkansas Pine Bluff, picked up by Buchanan. Goes to his left. Now to Carter. Carter down the lane, a 12-footer good. Markel Carter with 5. Aggies 27, Lions 15. That stops the Aggies' point run at 5. Brown right of the lane, free throw line extended. Now dribbles back. Left of the lane, Buchanan. Buchanan puts on the floor and feeds back outside for Bobbitt. 33 to go in this first half, 33 seconds. Baseline left for Yvonne, comes between two players. Feeds to the right side for Brown, now back to Rice. 6 on the shot clock. Rice feeds to Bobbitt, back to Rice. Rice a 12-footer, good. Jabari Rice boosts the Aggies lead to 29-15.
And the Aggies they have very good ball movement this half. They had very good ball movement.
In the front court, Posey for the Lions. 8 seconds to go first half. Posey beyond the three-point arc. Puts up a three-point shot, an air ball. Goes out of bounds, and there's 1 second left in this first half. So the Aggies will have the ball with 1 second left. NMSU leading. And so we will go into halftime with the Aggies on top. Chris Jans adjusting his team's offense inbounds to Buchanan. And Sean, instead of shooting, takes a dribble, and the first half ends. Jack Nixon and Justin Hawkins back with you here in the Pan Am Center. Hawk, at halftime, the Aggies shot 45%, which isn't bad, but they had to struggle to get that point. Only 2 of 11 beyond the three-point arc, too.
Right, not making a whole lot of threes, but they were able to get a couple transition baskets, and EG and Trevelyan, they did a good job of driving that zone and finding Yvonne. Trevelyan found CJ twice for 2 baskets down low.
You think driving the zone is a big key?
It is. Most people think, just passing it around and shooting, but I always tell my young guys, teams play zone because they can't guard you. So drive the ball, get into the gaps, and create for each other.
Buchanan right of the lane to Queen, back out on top to Buchanan. Now to Trevelyan Queen, right of the lane in the middle for Johnny. Johnny lobs inside for Yvonne, lays it in. The seal is broken, and Yvonne is fouled. Yvonne Aurikoitsea scores the basket and is fouled in the act of shooting by Banyard. So Banyard begins the second half the way he began the first half, by fouling Yvonne. And now Yvonne will get 1 free throw. Yvonne, 3 double-doubles in his career as an Aggie. Well, now they say the foul is on Bell. I beg your pardon. Not Banyard. So Bell now has 2. Banyard still does have 2. And Yvonne's throw is good. So Yvonne with 14. Aggies up 32-15, and they press. McNair to midcourt to Carter. Now across the timeline, driving and charging is Banyard. Now Banyard's got 3 fouls as Yvonne draws the Purple Heart, and the Aggies force another turnover from the Lions.
And taking charges, I was at practice one day, and it was crazy. This is what, December, and Coach Jans had the guys out there taking charges during practice. This is something that he wants to see from them every day.
Feed in the middle to Johnny McCants, loses the ball. Carter the steal. Now ahead to Jordan McNair. Jordan McNair for Arkansas Pine Bluff. William McNair for New Mexico State University. William's not on the court right now. Jordan is. To Banyard between the circles. Banyard takes it right of the lane. Bad pass to Morris, but he picks it up. Rice is all over him defensively. Now back to Banyard. Left of the lane, McNair. Inside for Bell. Bell, a turnaround jumper is good. Bell's got some pretty good offensive skills inside.
Yeah, he just not too bad. He has a good body, good legs.
Right of the lane, McCants. Skip pass left of the lane for Queen. Queen can't penetrate out of top for Buchanan. Buchanan takes the ball left of the lane, now feeds back to Rice. Jabari's 3 is good. Jabari Rice very much more effective from beyond the 3-point arc this year.
Yeah, no, he's shooting the ball with more confidence. I know like it's something he really worked on over the summer, and I know he's putting the time in the gym now as well.
Banyard puts up a 3 from the top of the circle, not good. Rebound cleared by the Lions. Turnaround jumper is good again from Bell. So Bell with 8.
And that turnaround jumper seems to be his go-to move.
35-19 Aggies lead. C.J. Bobbitt about to return for NMSU. Buchanan between the circles to McCants. Back right side Buchanan. Lions stay in a 2-3 zone. In the right corner for Rice. Another 3 from Jabari. Not good. Weak side rebound tipped by McCants. Out of bounds off the Aggies. And returning C.J. Bobbitt for New Mexico State. Coming on Artavius McDice for the Lions. Our Johnson's Ace Hardware Trivia Quiz question. Who was the leading scorer when the Aggies beat the Lions the last time? It was on December 31st, 2011. Who was the Aggies' leading scorer? And he had a double-double. Jordan McNair brings the Lions into front court. Buchanan with him. Aggies have played man throughout this game. Lions have played a 2-3 zone. McNair up high on the right side. Stolen by Yvonne. Yvonne leads the break. A little behind the back dribble. Incidentally, recovers the dribble. Skip pass, tip, but recovered by Queen. Queen inside for Yvonne. Pass deflected away. Yvonne did his best to try to drive the hoop, but realized that he wasn't going to get it done.
He did. Yvonne isn't in those positions too often. He probably got a little bit excited.
Into front court comes McNair for the Lions. Aggies up 35-19. McNair, a 12-footer, not good. Long rebound comes out to Queen. Queen brings the Aggies back. Between the circles for Bobbitt. Bobbitt now to Buchanan. Right of the lane for Queen. Free throw line extended. 3-point shot, not good. Yvonne the rebound. Yvonne puts it back up. No, jammed by Queen. Trevelyan Queen has scored 2 baskets, both of them slam dunks. 37-19 Aggies. 16:48 to go on Teddy Bear Toss night, and the skies were filled with teddy bears at halftime for the Toys for Tots Giving campaign. McNair out on top for Banyard. Feed goes inside for Bell, and he's bumped from behind by Jabari Rice. On Rice, that is number 1. Aggies have 6 different players with 1 foul. That's the first foul of the second half on New Mexico State, and now Terrell Brown comes on for Trevelyan Queen and bounce for McNair. McNair, baseline feed for Banyard. Ball is tipped away. Buchanan the steal. Back comes New Mexico State. Buchanan out of backcourt, accelerates. Left the lane for Rice. Left corner for Terrell Brown. 3 in the air. No. Rebound tipped at by Yvonne. Recovered by Carter. Boy, it's heartbreaking to see Terrell Brown because he is shooting his exact shot. They just are not falling. You know,
I was been watching him all game, and I'm going to talk to him after the game. But it looks every shot he's taking now, it's pressure on every shot. He just has to be confident and believe that he's a good shooter, because he is. He's a great shooter, and just shoot it with confidence.
Carter right of the lane, puts up a 3-point shot from the right side. Good. So Markel Carter with 8. 37-22, the Aggies lead. Buchanan against the 2-3 zone, goes between the circles. Left of the lane now to Terrell Brown. Brown back right of the lane to Buchanan. The Aggies go side to side against the zone. Now bounce pass to Bobbitt out on top. Left of the lane, Terrell. Terrell now to Rice. Back left of the lane for Terrell. Baseline left for Yvonne. Shot clock at 6. Yvonne drives, and as he drives, he is held and fouled.
Right, it is, but I know the frustrating thing probably for Coach Jens right now is just like the ball isn't going in the basket like he wants it to, and this is something that the players are going to have to work it out. They got to shoot the ball with confidence. I mean, you can see, I said it earlier, you can see Terrell, he's putting pressure on himself every shot. CJ, I don't even think he's attempted a shot outside the three-point line.
Inbounds pass tipped and recovered by the Lions. Stolen inside by Smith, and now back comes Wilson. Wilson picked up by Buchanan, top of the circle. Wilson takes the ball right of the lane. Buchanan trying to steal from behind, cannot. The feed goes in the right corner for Carter. Carter moves on Jabari Rice. Feeds back outside to Wilson. Now to Banyard in the left corner, now Daquan Morris. Morris drives, pivots, puts up a 10-footer and scores. Morris first points of the second half. Aggies 37, Lions 24. Terrell Brown left of the lane now for Buchanan. Back to Terrell. Terrell right of the lane to C.J. Bobbitt. Bobbitt in the middle for Rice. Rice in a crowd to get in the 2-3 zone. Reverse it in the left corner now for Buchanan. Buchanan picks up his dribble. Bounce pass to Yvonne, baseline left. In the left corner for Bobbitt. Now back to Buchanan. Shot clock at 5. Buchanan penetrates. Right corner for Rice. Drives to the hoop. Puts it up. Shot is good. And he's fouled. Jabari Rice drives to the glass. Scores and is fouled by Carter. And he'll get one free throw.
That's a good play by Jabari right there. He didn't settle, even with the shot clock going down. Didn't settle. Hard rip through, drive baseline. Now he gets the M1.
Jabari, 10 points tonight. He's been in double figures 9 of the last 10 games now, including tonight. He's got one free throw here. Aggies up 39-24.
Jabari's been having a really good season this year.
He has. He makes the free throw as well. Jabari, a prime example of players improving markedly between freshman and sophomore year.
Yes.
That is what coaches say normally is when the greatest improvement occurs, and Jabari has really taken a step forward. Wilson across the timeline, working against Gilyard. Drives past him, brings it inside. Now feeds in the left corner for Morris. Morris baseline left for McNair, and he lays it in. Or rather, not McNair, but McDice. Right of the lane, Rice. Now back outside to Gilyard, to Terrell Brown. Brown right of the lane, looks against the 2-3 zone. Right corner, Bobbitt. Bobbitt now in a trap, uses his dribble. Got problems now and can't get rid of the ball. Finally does so to Rice. Shot clock at 10. Now back outside to Brown. Right of the lane for Gilyard. Gilyard penetrates for Rice. Rice layup is not good. Rebound cleared by Bobbitt. Bobbitt can't get the shot to fall. Yvonne dives on the floor to try to get the ball. Players scrambling, diving on the floor, and now a held ball. Or rather, I believe the Lions got the ball and called a timeout. Well, we've got a stat sheet, but it really doesn't tell a story any different from what we've been telling you. The Aggies are shooting below 50%. They're out rebounding the Lions, and they just have not been able to get the shots to fall from the outside.
You know, one thing they have done really good this year, I think, is win the rebounding matchup every game. And they do a great job of getting to the offensive glass. Trevlin, Jabari, which is, sometimes what you got to rely on, just to put the ball in the basket and, keep working and hope that, those shots start falling as the season keeps going.
Well, sometimes you need a backup plan to the backup plan to the backup plan.
That is true, Jack.
Inbounds to Wilson. Wilson works against Gilyard. Aggies showing pressure. Now Wilson into front court. Aggies stay with him man-to-man. That's Gilyard defensively. Takes the ball left of the lane. Gilyard stays with him. Wilson drives right of the lane now to Banyard in the right corner for Banyard. Feeds back outside to Morris, I should say. Morris drives on Terrell and is tied up by C.J. Bobbitt. And the Aggies, well, no, it's Arkansas Pine Bluff's ball, the rotating possession. Now Trevlin Queen returns. And Queen is replacing Jabari Rice. Jabari, one of 2 Aggies in double figures this evening. Ball will come in bounds from underneath the basket for Arkansas Pine Bluff. And now Wilson can't get it in bounds, and so he calls a timeout. So the Lions have to take a timeout because the Aggies defense is there. And I have a chance to tell you that after the game, enjoy an ice cold Coors Light tonight with friends. New Mexico State University able to confuse the Lions that time on the inbounds play. And, you know, that is the one thing that the Aggies, I think all teams work on a lot, is defending inbounds plays. People maybe not realize that there's a science to that.
Yeah, that's an important aspect of the game. It's kind of like, you know, comparable to football, like special teams, you know, field goals. I mean, good coaches, good teams, they look to score on these plays right here. It's a very important piece of the game. So you want to be sound in that area of the game.
And it can be an easy shot if you work it right. Inbounds to Banyard, takes it outside to Morris. Back to Wilson, shot clock at 3. Wilson puts up a 17-footer and it's good. Jamel Wilson, as the shot clock was running down, sticks a jumper. 40-28 Aggies, and Evan Gilyard in the front court for New Mexico State. Gilyard between the circles, takes the ball right of the lane, now gets the ball on top for Bobbitt. In the right corner for Queen. Queen can't penetrate. That feeds back outside to Gilyard. Gilyard left of the lane for Terrell Brown. Shot clock at 8. Right of the lane, Gilyard. Gilliard's 3 is not good. It's the back of the iron, recovered by Terrell. Now to Bobbitt out on top, right of the lane to Brown. Baseline right, William McNair. Back to Terrell Brown. Brown left of the lane, rather right of the lane for Queen. Out on top for Bobbitt. Shot clock at 9. Brown has it left of the lane, now brings it back in the middle. Shot clock at 6. To Bobbitt. Bobbitt holding the ball. Shot clock at 3. Queen puts on the floor, puts up a jumper with 1 on the shot clock. Not good. And the rebound cleared by Markel Carter. 12-12 to go in the game. Aggies up 40-28. And Wilson outside for the Golden Lions of Arkansas Pine Bluff. Wilson crashes into Evan Gilyard, and Gilyard draws the charge from Wilson.
Deshaun Buchanan play.
Yep. So Jamil Wilson has his first foul. It's team foul number 5 on the Lions. I can't remember you drawing a whole lot of charges, Hawk. Was that part of your defense?
No, that's not part of my defense. I'm trying to strip the ball out of their hands, or I'm trying to block the shots. But if the game is on the line, I will take the charge.
I know you would, but using those long arms to steal and block more effectively. Left of the lane, Terrell Brown. Back on top for Bobbitt. In the middle for Queen. Right of the lane for Gilyard. Fakes the 3. Drives, falls down, loses the ball. Recovered on the floor by the Lions. Back now to Jordan McNair. Jordan McNair in front court for the Lions. Takes it right of the lane. Gilyard with him. McNair gets a screen. Feeds back to Banyard. Pick and roll. Banyard loses the ball as he drives. And I believe it's Trevelyan Queen who's been called for the foul. 11:23 left in this game that has been kind of sluggish, really.
It has been, but I think that zone that Arkansas Pine Bluff that they play, it slows the game down a lot. And I think that's probably their strategy. They don't want to get into up and down game with these type of teams because they don't have the same type of talent.
Their coach George Ivory is going to be inducted into the Southwest Athletic Conference Hall of Fame this Friday in Atlanta. He was an outstanding player and has been an outstanding coach. So congratulations to George Ivory. First free throw not good from Terrence Banyard. No points tonight for Banyard, but he has picked up 3 fouls. Banyard did have a 12-point performance against Grand Canyon earlier this year. And he makes his second free throw, so the Aggies' lead is now 40-29 on the Sesbaro scoreboard. Evan Gilyard brings the ball back for the Aggies. Gilyard played his first game at NMSU, played last year at UTEP. Behind the left side for Sean Williams. Williams gets a screen from Yvonne, goes to his right, now to Gilyard. Gilyard guarded very closely by Daquan Morris, gets a screen from McCants. Left of the lane now to Williams. And as Williams tries to feed the ball inside, a foul is called on Markel Carter, and I believe that's his 4th. Carter, a junior from Greenville, Mississippi, does have 4 fouls. Queen inbounds the ball to Gilyard, and Gilyard starts the Aggies' offense into motion. Goes to his right, now to Sean Williams beyond the three-point arc right side. Williams puts it on the floor. Left lane, the ball goes to Gilyard. Now back to Williams. Williams penetrates and is fouled as he drives. Reaching in, Daquan Morris. That's his second. And the Lions, I believe, put the Aggies in a 1-and-1. Isaac Bassey comes on now. Bassey, one of 22 players who have played this year for the Lions. That's a lot for a college basketball team.
It is a lot.
Williams' free throw is not good. Recovered by Johnny. His layup isn't good. Rebound cleared by Bassey. So, the Lions have had problems with injuries this year. And so, like the Aggies, so consequently they've had to try to do what they can to put the team together. McNair drives baseline right. Bounce pass goes to Bassey. Pass is stolen by McCants. Ahead to Yvonne. Now back to Queen. Aggies come back up 40-29. Queen in front court to Yvonne. Yvonne thinks about a three. Back to Queen. Right corner, Sean Williams. Three in the air. Not good. Rebound cleared by Yvonne. And Yvonne tries to get it back up, but he's fouled. Boy, Yvonne's been all over the place.
He
tonight.
has been. And I was going to say, if you're a big guy for the Aggies, it feels just go for the offensive rebound. That's the best offense that we've had tonight.
Foul is called on Jordan McNair. This will give Yvonne another chance at the free throw line. 14 points for Yvonne Aorekoitsea, 4 rebounds.
Seems like he has more rebounds than that.
Yeah, I thought so too, but has 4. First throw is not good. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And now Banyard takes a seat and is replaced out there by Artavius McDice, a junior from Columbia, Mississippi. And Yvonne's second free throw is not good. And the rebound loose, but it's recovered by Bell. Markedrick Bell hands the ball off to McNair, and back comes Arkansas Pine Bluff. 10-10 to go in this game. Aggies up 40-29. McNair drives in the paint, puts up a 10-footer, and it's good. First basket for Jordan McNair. Sean Buchanan about to come on for the Aggies. Driving right of the lane, Gilyard. Gilyard goes back to his left now to Sean Williams. Williams to Trevelyan Queen left of the lane. Queen puts up a three from the left side and hits it. Trevelyan with 7. 43-31 Aggies. And that is just the 4th three out of unofficially 18 attempts by New Mexico State. McNair drives top of the circle, right of the lane, he gets the ball to Morris. Morris in the left corner to Bell, now back to Morris. Morris wants to drive on Williams, gets a screen, goes top of the circle, puts up a 3 straight on, not good. Yvonne the rebound. Yvonne brings the Aggies up to Sean Williams. Williams on the break right of the lane, skip pass left of the lane for Gilyard. Gilyard thinks about a 3, now recovers, back to Queen. Queen's 3 on the way, no. Rebound cleared by McNair. Jordan McNair for Pine Bluff. Fast break pass and to the hoop. Shot is not good, but a foul called on New Mexico State on Trevelyan Queen. So that's 3 on Queen. Queen has 3 fouls. 5 other Aggies have 1 each. So 2 free throws for Daquan Morris. Said he is from Pine Bluff, but he went to Coahoma Community College before coming back home to go to school. Makes his first free throw. Morris now with 7 points. 43-32. The Lions are hanging around. That zone has kind of slowed, as Hawk has pointed out, slowed the game down.
Right.
And the Aggies have not been able to knock down shots, which is not, well, it's not taking the Lions out of that zone. Simple as that. Free throw good for Morris. And the Aggies are now up by 10, 43-33, with 8:57 to go in this game. Fans still expecting the Aggies to break loose with a point explosion here, but it has just not happened yet. Williams right lane to Buchanan. Lions in that 2-3 zone. Buchanan right lane gets a screen from McCants. Feeds in the lane for Yvonne. Turnaround shot is not good. And he's fouled in the act of shooting. And Yvonne will get 2 more free throws. That time, I'm not sure Yvonne really had a chance to make the shot. He probably figured, I'm going to get fouled no matter what I do here, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, no, I always tell my big guys, when you got 2 feet in the paint, go up and score. And that's what he did right there. He went up strong, and he was rewarded.
Yvonne makes his first free throw. 15 points now for Yvonne Aurrecoetzea. And 1 more free throw for the senior who came in from Indian Hills Community College in Iowa. And he makes his second free throw. Aggies up 45-33 on the Sesparo scoreboard. Inbounds to McNair. McNair works against Shun Buchanan. 8:33 to go in this game. McNair in front court for the Lions. Gets a screen. Feeds left of the lane for Morris. Drives on Yvonne. Feeds inside. A tie-up between Bobbitt and a Lion player. And traveling violation called on Arkansas Pine Bluff. So the Aggies clog up the middle that time when the Lions come down on offense.
See if the Aggies can get the ball back inside again to Yvonne. Looks like they're really looking to get to the high-low.
Yvonne has been the scoring leader for the Aggies in this game. He's got 17 unofficially. Buchanan left the lane for Williams. Williams dribbles back to his right, now to Buchanan. Shun gets a screen from Yvonne, takes the ball between the circles, left of the lane for Williams, shot clock at 10. Williams dribbles to his right, in the right corner the ball goes to Queen, back out on top for Buchanan. Left of the lane for Williams, 3 on the shot clock. Williams falls down, and the Lions steal the ball. Jordan McNair brings Arkansas Pine Bluff back. 7:49 to go in this game, Aggies up by a dozen. McNair up high on the left side works against Shun Buchanan. Dribbles to his left, takes it to the hoop and lays it in. Nice drive that time by McNair.
That was a nice drive and a nice finish.
In the front court, Shun Buchanan. Left of the lane now for Trevelyan Queen, back out on top for Williams. 7:23 left in this game, Aggies up by 10. Baseline left, it's Yvonne, head fake, ball fake, feeds back outside to Bobbitt. Bobbitt returns the ball to Yvonne inside, gets around a man, and he's in an arm wrestling contest inside there as he tries to get free, and is fouled by Bassie. That's 2 on Bassie, and Yvonne will go to the free throw line. At halftime, the Lions had only 6 turnovers, so they've doubled that up so far through the first 12 minutes of the second half. Yvonne Aurrecoetzea is at the free throw line. He's 6 of 9 tonight at the free throw line, and he'll have 2 attempts here. Yvonne's first throw is front iron back glass and good. Aggies 46, Lions 35. And we'll give you the answer to the Johnston's Ace Hardware Trivia Quiz question in just a second. And Yvonne makes both free throws. Aggies up by a dozen as Jordan McNair will bring the Golden Lions into front court. Terrell Brown plays off him. He takes the ball left of the lane. And McNair bounces the ball inside to Morris, back to McNair. McNair stays on the left side, now dribbles to his right. 6:54 to go in this game. Aggies leading by a dozen. Daquan Morris, a 17-footer, rattles out. Rebound on the floor, cleared by Rice. Aggies look to run. Rice in front court. Left the lane for Terrell. Feeds back now to Queen. Queen to Terrell in the left corner. His 3 in the air, not good. Rebound to Bobbitt. Bobbitt takes it away from the Lion. Now feeds back outside for Rice. On top for Terrell. Terrell back right of the lane for Rice. Free throw line for Bobbitt. Bobbitt pivots. Right of the lane now for Jabari. Jabari puts on the floor to Bobbitt in the right corner. His 3 in the air. Yes. C.J. Bobbitt connects from beyond the three-point arc. 50-35. Aggies in the lead. And Jordan McNair brings the ball back up for Arkansas Pine Bluff. Dribbles to his left around Brown, puts up a 10-footer, air ball. Fumbled by Rice and loses it out of bounds. Ball came right to Jabari, and he could not handle it. Now Banyard and Bell come back on for the Lions. And Arkansas Pine Bluff will have the ball to the right of their basket. Marcus Wallace enters now, as I believe the Lions have now used 15 players. Lions have the ball inbounds. It goes to Daquan Morris. Morris brings it back out on top. 5:58 to go in this game. Aggies up 50-35. Morris right of the lane. Feeds in the right corner for McNair. Lobs baseline and a shot clock violation. They allowed the ball to Banyard at the baseline right. He lost track of the shot clock, and it goes back to New Mexico State.
Yeah, and that was it didn't look like anybody on Arkansas Pine Bluff knew what the shot clock was.
Across the timeline comes Terrell Brown. Right of the lane now for Queen. Baseline right for Bobbitt. Inside for Yvonne. Yvonne in too deep. Brings it back outside to Queen. Between the circles, Brown. Right corner, Bobbitt. Bobbitt's three. Nope, too strong. Yvonne the rebound. Yvonne brings it back outside to Terrell. Right corner for Queen. Brings it inside. Jams. Queen, 3 slam dunks and a 3. Aggies 52, Lions 35.
And I really would like to see Trevelyan do more of that. Me and Coach Owens was talking before the game, and I think he has an ability. His athleticism should allow him to get more shots at the rim.
Rice, the steal, brings the Aggies into front court back to Queen, to Rice in the left corner. Jabari's 3, good. Jabari Rice has hit his second 3 of the game. He's got 14, and now the Aggies have bumped the lead up to 20, 55-35. And
I kind of expected this, for them to make some sort of run. They couldn't continue to shoot as bad as they were shooting, the entire game.
Taking the ball left of the lane, Wallace for the Lions. Now back out on top to Jackson. Xavier Jackson moves on Trevelyan. Comes in the lane, kicks it back to Wallace, and Wallace connects from beyond the three-point arc. Marcus Wallace cuts into the Aggies' lead. New Mexico State 55. And Arkansas Pine Bluff 38. Brown to Jabari Rice up high on the left side. Rice in the middle for Bobbitt. Right of the lane for Queen. Trevelyan called for traveling. And now McNair, Carter, McDice, and Posey come back on for Arkansas Pine Bluff. They play in the Southwest Athletic Conference. Their only victory this year came over Champion Christian, which has been their only home game as well. Their next home action will be January 18th versus Southern, team the Aggies have played this year. McNair brings the ball back up court for the Lions. So those of you listening in Arkansas, get your tickets now for the January 18th showdown, Southern's Jaguars and Arkansas Pine Bluff. Aggies foul as the ball goes inside for the Lions. Foul called on Terrell Brown.
That's a tough matchup for Terrell down there. Carter's got him by a few pounds.
Carter 6'6" and solid. Three-pointer from the right corner, not good from McNair, cleared by Yvonne. Yvonne's getting close to that double-double. In front court to Queen. Right of the lane, Terrell Brown. Out on top, Bobbitt. 3:48 to go in this game. Aggies up 55-38. Queen right of the lane to Terrell. Brown bounce pass to Yvonne down low. Back to Terrell. Pass is stolen by Posey. Posey loses the ball. Picked up, though, by Bell. Bell drives coast to coast. Lays it up. No. And tipped in, though, by Posey. 55-40 Aggies. Bobbitt in front court. To Terrell Brown between the circles. Right of the lane, Bobbitt. Out to Jabari Rice. Free throw line to Bobbitt. Bobbitt puts it on the floor, brings it inside. Now curls back to Queen out on top. Queen a 3 straight on, yes. Trevelyan Queen in double figures, now with a dozen.
And that jump shot is so pretty. It's like picture perfect the way it leaves his hands. Nice and soft.
In addition to scoring well, Trevelyan he's the player of the week this week in the WAC. He had 15 assists in the last 2 games coming into this game, so he does more than score. McNair on the right side picks up his dribble for the Lions. Free throw line for Bell. Bell, a 15-footer, spins out. Rebound cleared by Queen. Aggies come back up 58-40. Queen in front court to Bobbitt. Right of the lane for Brown. Back out on top for Bobbitt. Bobbitt bounce pass in the lane for Rice. Down low for Yvonne. Yvonne against a double team. And finally, a whistle stops play. Defensive orient. Ben Howland, the coach there, actually played against the Aggies.
Yeah.
When he was in college. He played for Neil McCarthy at Weber State, then played against the Aggies, was an assistant at UC Santa Barbara, and then head coach at UCLA.
Yeah, and Coach Holland, that is his style. They play tough, physical basketball. He was at Pitt, too, I believe.
Yvonne shooting 2, and his first throw is good. Yvonne now 9 of 12 at the free throw line. He's got 8 rebounds. The answer to our Johnson's Ace Hardware Trivia Quiz question, Wendell McInnes was the Aggies' leading scorer when these teams last played. And Wendell had a double-double, 22 points, 11 rebounds. Second free throw not good. And back comes McNair for Arkansas Pine Bluff. And we mentioned that in the pregame show, if you think that question was unfair. McNair takes it left of the lane. Feeds down the lane to Morris, who drives to the hoop, can't get the shot to fall. Yvonne the rebound. Ahead to Rice. Rice to the hoop. Big step. Shot is good, and he's fouled. Jabari Rice in the open court. Very tough to stop. Fouled by McNair. Scores the basket. Now he'll go to the free throw line for one attempt. Jordan McNair commits the foul. William McNair comes on for New Mexico State. And Jabari Rice, who has 16 points, will get one more free throw.
No, I said earlier, Jabari's having a nice sophomore season. I know even people spend a lot of time in the gym. I had the pleasure of being able to work with him in the summertime. Even before the game, he came to me. He was like, Hawk, I'm not going anywhere for Christmas, man. We got to get in the gym. So I'm happy to see, how well of a season he's having this year.
He makes the free throw, and hard work paid off for a guy named Pascal Siakam.
It definitely did.
And he has some talent too, but he worked so hard, and because of that, he got to where he is. And so if you're thinking about playing basketball, maybe at the college level, high school, work at it. Even if you're talented, you got to work at it. Posey's feed goes inside, deflected away, and the Aggies commit the foul. But no, seriously, just to stay on Pascal for a second, foul called on the Aggies, C.J. Bobbitt. Even with all of his ability, he worked so hard.
He was a very hard worker. I would see him. I would come to the gym when I was, still playing professionally, and I would see him in there. He would ask questions. He's working by himself. He's trying to grab somebody to work with him. He was a very, very hard worker, and it's not surprising, how successful of an NBA career he's had thus far. He
was rewarded. Lions have the ball. Bell takes it top of the circle. Bryce Rewalt and Tennessee Owens on the court now. Driving the lane. Posey shot not good. Players sailing everywhere. McNair's on the deck for the Aggies. Posey's on the deck for the Lions. Foul called on Bobbitt. That's 3 on him. So Ivan Aurekoitsea has completed his play for the night, and I think he's going to be 1 rebound shy of a double-double. Inbounds to Bell, drives on McNair, and loses the ball out of bounds. Stays in the Lions' possession. 1:29 left in this game. Aggies up 62-40 on the Sesparo scoreboard. But it's been kind of a struggle. Inbounds to Bell. Drives past McNair, layup not good. A rebound cleared by Bobbitt. Bobbitt brings the Aggies up now to Gilyard. Gilyard, right of the lane to Rewalt, back outside to Gilyard, to Tennessee Owens, left of the lane to Gilyard. Gilyard fakes the 3 in the right corner for Rewalt. Skip pass left of the lane for Owens. In the left corner for McNair. Shot clock at 10. Back to Owens on top Gilyard. Right of the lane Rewalt. His 3 is good! Bryce Rewalt, his first points as an Aggie.
And the crowd goes wild.
65-40, New Mexico State University with the lead. 48 seconds to go in this game. McNair drives right side. Layup is not good. Rebound cleared by the Aggies' William McNair. Dribbles out of a crowd. Ahead now to Tennessee Owens. Owens takes it left side, forces a shot, not good. Carter the rebound, why not?
Right, why not? Huh?
You're up by 25 and there's less than 30 seconds to go. Bell, a 3 from the right side for the Lions, not good. Rebound cleared by Gilyard. And Chris Jans wants the Aggies to hold the ball. 16 seconds left in this one. Gilyard in front court, just going to dribble it out. So the Aggies will be back in the win column when time elapses here in the Pan Am Center. 4 seconds left. Gilyard dribbles it out, and we are done here. Aggies 65, Lions 40. Blue Cross Blue Shield postgame show coming up next. Now this on the Aggie Sports Network from Learfield IMG College.